Hey guys, so we're gonna start off by saying, if my voice sounds a little weird in this video, I am so sorry. I've been sick the last couple days and I don't know, I haven't really been able to do much work, but I wanted to come on here and actually motivate myself enough to do work. So this video might be a little bit short and I apologize. Um, but if you saw my last video from before, or if you follow any of my accounts, then you'll know that my name is Gypsy Rose and I am an Onlyfans content creator. If you saw my last video, then you'll know that I'd kind of gone over all of the problems with OnlyFans. But in today's video, I'm gonna go over with you all the good things about OnlyFans. Honestly, there is a ton of benefits to being a content creator. There's probably more pros than there is cons, and it was something that I had to weigh out, and there was something that I had to figure out myself along the way. But that's kind of the reason why it motivates me to keep going and doing what I'm doing. So without further ado, the first benefit about being a content creator is you get what you put in. So, like I said, I've been sick the last couple of days, and honestly, March is just a crazy time for me in general. So I know that I'm not gonna be able to be as attentive to my page as I maybe had hoped for. I'm still trying to fight through it, and then like I said, with being sick, that just puts its um own battles into play. But the long and short of it is you really do you get what you put in. So March is gonna be crazy. March has been crazy. There's about 2 weeks left in March, and I'm about halfway to what I made last month, but I'm not really I know that I'm not probably not gonna hit the same numbers as I did last month as I do this month. But that's just something that you kind of gotta just weigh out. Another benefit is the fact that you are literally your own boss. So for me personally, I get to wake up in the morning at about 7 because I have a kid that I have to take care of, so she wakes up pretty early. So I wake up at about 7 in the morning and I start my day, and I can either jump right into working, or I can just kind of lounge around for a little bit, do some housework, hang out with my kid, and then that's when I'll actually start working. Is later on in the day. Literally, it's whenever the hell I want to, and it is awesome. Um, Another thing about kind of another factor onto that one is you can be as interactive and you can have as much fun with your page as you possibly want. You don't have to uh, you don't have to post anything that you don't want to on OnlyFans. You can post as little, you can post as much, you can get creative, you can dive deep into your own fantasies, you can dive deep into other people's own fantasies specifically, even if it doesn't really interest you, but you think that, oh, maybe this might be fun, you can still incorporate it into your page a little bit. Um and so that's kind of a fun little thing that you can do. And honestly, the more that you get into it, the better. So it's not like other jobs where I know I personally I was a waitress at one point, and it's if I sat around at a table and talked with the people for way too long, then it's I still have other people that I need to go and attend to. But with OnlyFans, it's the more you juggle numerous tabs, the more you talk with people, the more interactive you get, the more in depth you get, and the more you get to know them, the better. It is literally only going to benefit you more, and that is what I love, because it's not just a hey, how's it going, bye, here you go. It's a hey, how's it going, how's your dog doing, how's your family doing, and it's some people rather keep the discrepancy a little closed off, but then there's other people who really appreciate getting to know each other. And I always I always let people lead me into the conversation type of thing. That way it's easier for me to feel out them. Um and I'm sure they're doing the same thing with me, but it's just personally what I do, and I found that like for myself it works. Um so that's pretty cool. Another benefit, honestly, and like this is probably the biggest one, is like it builds the biggest confidence boost, or it is the biggest confidence boost, and like it builds so much like interaction skills that like in the future, like even now, like day-to-day life, like honestly it has helped so much. If you knew me from way back in like middle or high school, then like you would have known that I was really quiet. I wasn't like loud and outgoing, like, public anything scared the shit out of me. I wouldn't be talking with like anybody on a camera or through this or whatever. I remember in high school, like going up and like having to speak in front of a class, like that terrified me. Um but now it's like I can come on camera, I can talk with you guys, like I can do video chats, I can, message people and like have fun, do all these things that like I never in a million years like imagined myself doing. So for me, that is the hugest pro in this whole thing, honestly. Um so yeah, that's honestly that. Honestly, like if you're thinking about becoming an OnlyFans creator, or if like you're kind of just like, oh, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, like honestly, like if you have any doubts in yourself, like don't. Because just like Rob Schneider always said, you can do it. Dude, you can do it. You gotta you gotta motivate yourself, you gotta like just pull the trigger and fucking do it. Like, you won't regret it, honestly. Um, I know that getting the jump start is kind of like the hard part, I guess. It's staying motivated, staying on top of it. Because there are some days where like consecutively I'm like, okay, well I can't do work on this one day because X, Y, and Z. But then it's like I go on to the next day, and then it's like, oh well, like I probably could, but then it's like, do I really want to? And it's like, no, like you need to get all of that out of your head, get that trash out of your head. Like you need to find the motivation, because the more motivated you are, the more it like up you're gonna go. I went from literally making about 2 grand a month to making over 4 grand every single month, and that is because I put the time, put the effort, came up with the ideas. Like I put all this motivation, this effort, and like I just kept going with it, that like it has given me the best results so far. So honestly, like if you don't think that you can do it, like I don't know what to tell you, because honestly, like you can do it. Like you have to motivate yourself. You have to get yourself out there. Like you can do it. That's kind of my little speech. Like I said, I'm sorry if this video is a little on the short side. Um, my last video was super long, so maybe this video makes up, or maybe that video makes up for this one. I don't know. But I kind of just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that like there are so many benefits of doing OnlyFans, and if you have any questions, if you have any comments, feel free to drop a comment below. Feel free to follow my Twitter, follow my Instagram, um, ask for my Snapchat, um, follow my OnlyFans. Like, feel free, and I will answer any other questions that you may have. Yeah, I don't know, guys. The OnlyFans has a lot of it has a lot of pros, um, and honestly, so far it's really changing my life so far. So I definitely appreciate this business. I'm definitely a huge advocate for OnlyFans. Um, so yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Enjoy.